It's Thursday. It's time to talk some fantasy football. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Adam Azer with Chris Towers and Tara Roberts. It's officially Tara time for the next hour. What's up, Tara? How are you? Welcome back.
I'm doing good. Excited to be here. A little under the weather, but feeling better for this.
What's the matter? Let's talk about it. Let's do a virtual doctor's visit.
Just one of those awful daycare colds, you know? It's all going around, all the kids infected, and they're coming back home and they're attacking me.
Well, that story checks out, I'd say. So get some rest, drink a lot of fluids, emergency. That's what I do. Chris, you ready for the game tonight? You excited?
Sure. There's a football game tonight.
There is.
Hopefully, I think we jinxed it because like the first 5 weeks of the season, we were like, man,
yeah,
all these primetime games have been really fun, even Thursday night. It's not been the case the last like month. I feel like last week, I guess, like Jonathan Taylor was fun, but the primetime matchups of late have not been particularly entertaining.
Yes.
Monday night was horrible for about 3.5 quarters, but came through at the end.
It was legitimately like one of the worst games of the season, at least deep into the second half.
It was pretty bad. All right. Well, anyway, we've got a brand new week. Week 10 is going to wipe the memory of week 9 clean. And we're going to answer your questions. So get those questions in and hit the like button right now. Hit like. Let's start modestly with 200 likes. Let's get to 200 likes. We'll start there. And hopefully we'll get to 500 by the end of the show, by the end of the hour. All right. Cole Beasley or Donovan Peoples-Jones, who did not practice today for unspecified reasons. Also, he has Dawson Knox. Who would you guys go with, Beasley or DPJ?
Beasley.
I'm good with going Beasley here.
I have a stretch in my rankings that's like Cole Beasley, Hunter Renfrow. God, who are the other guys? Jacoby Myers, Jarvis Landry. And there's one other guys, and it's just the Spider-Man meme, but 5 of them all pointing at each other. It's like 29-32 or something in my rankings.
Is it Russell Gage?
It's not Russell Gage. Who is it?
Who could it be now?
Jamison Crowder.
Oh,
makes sense.
Yeah. But you could throw Russell Gage in there as well.
Pat Freiermuth or Noah Fant?
Freiermuth for me.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. He's been doing great these past 3 weeks.
He has. Noah Fant with this awesome matchup, though. Look at what the tight ends have done against Philadelphia. It's so weird. They start out the year, Kyle Pitts, 31 yards, George Kittle, 17 yards, Travis Kelce, 23 yards, all of them 4 catches. None of them scored. And then, they look like the very best team against tight ends. And then 89 yards or a touchdown to a tight end in 5 straight games since then.
Wow.
Yeah, very weird.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's another question there. Julio.
No Albert O for the Broncos, most likely. He didn't practice yesterday. I don't think he practiced today. So that's one to keep in mind.
Yeah, they're both good starts, put it that way. But Freiermuth, a little more reliable, I guess, at this point. I mentioned on today's show, Roethlisberger's thrown 3 touchdown passes in the last 2 games, all of them to Pat Freiermuth.
And he had 2 in that one preseason game he played. Yeah. Ben
it's
really
all
likes
together.
to throw to Freiermuth in the red zone.
How far away, I know we're veering off topic, how far away is he from Kyle Pitts as the top rookie tight end?
I mean, in scoring?
Yeah.
I would guess it's still like a 30 or 40 point gap.
It's 20, 21.
Okay.
He's catching up with those touchdowns. That's where
Yeah, Freiermuth had, like 400 fewer yards?
300 fewer, exactly 301 fewer yards, but 3 more touchdowns.
Yeah, I saw our good friend Ben Gretsch tweeted earlier this week that Kyle Pitts in 8 games has already matched Rob Gronkowski's 16-game rookie receiving yards total.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kyle
he's got like the 8th most receiving yards for a rookie tight end of the last like 20 years, I think, already.
Yeah.
He's probably going to get to 1,000. He's got 546 in 8 games, 3rd most in the NFL behind Kelce and Andrews. All right, the other part of this is Julio Jones or Emmanuel Sanders, half PPR.
I have to go with Sanders. The targets are there for him. It's a better matchup. So yeah, I would go with Sanders.
Yeah, Sanders has been a little disappointing of late, but he has, I believe, the highest average depth of target among players with at least 30 targets, I think is the number. And so when you have that, there's going to be inconsistencies, and defenses are playing the Bills in a lot of the same ways that they're playing the Chiefs, trying to take away the deep ball. But you have to figure with how many weapons that they have, he's going to get loose at some point.
Get excited. Cam is back. What do you guys make of this? Tara, Cam Newton back to, you probably don't like him because he went to 2 SEC schools. Oh, well, you're a Clemson girl, not a South Carolina girl, but you probably don't like him anyway. I would just, Auburn.
Well, I don't mind it just because it's not like Clemson was competitive back then. So we had, it's all good. But but yeah, no, happy for him. I think it's a beautiful thing for him to go back to Carolina. Fits perfectly, and he's gonna possibly be able to finish out the rest of the fantasy football season there. So
I always think of Clemson as an SEC team.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why. I don't really follow college football that closely, but like in my head, they're an SEC school. I don't know what it is.
We do play a lot of SEC schools.
That's because
they're in the South.
They're in the
and
South.
They play college football.
Yeah, they should be in the.
They're in a conference.
They are.
We're just as good as any team in the SEC. So yeah, I completely agree.
I don't know if you could say that this year. By the way, so Cam is not going to start this week, right?
No, I would be stunned if he did.
Yeah. Okay.
But what's fun? You know who they play in week 11?
Patriots.
Washington.
What? The Ron
Rivera, and they have like 15 former Panthers on their roster, I think.
So good or bad or indifferent for DJ Moore?
Oh, very good.
Good.
Okay.
Relative to the status quo, very, very good. I've got a crazy Sam Darnold stat I can pull up if you want to hear it.
Yeah, sure. Let's answer a few more real quick. Waddle or Gaskin?
Waddle.
Yeah. Non-PPR, DJ Moore, Adam Thielen, Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, pick 2. DJ Moore, Thielen, Sutton, Jeudy.
Thielen for sure.
Yeah. Let's get that touchdown.
I would go Thielen and Moore.
Yeah, I would do that.
Ready, Chris?
No, hold on. Okay.
Jeez.
Yes. Over the past 5 games, Sam Darnold has thrown 160 passes. 373 quarterbacks have thrown at least 160 passes in a season over the past decade. His current 5-game stretch would rank 372nd in yards per attempt, 371st in touchdown rate, and 370th in interception rate. It almost literally cannot get worse than what they've gotten from Sam Darnold over the last 5 games.
Boy, that is a terrific stat.
It's stunning how bad he's been.
All right, Luz Gonzalez. Should I drop Madison and or Darrell Williams for Darnell Mooney or Sterling Shepard to beat the waiver wire for next week, or Mark Ingram? Now that I can't get on board with the wide receivers, but yeah, Ingram's pretty interesting. Do you drop Madison or Darrell Williams? With Clyde Edwards-Helaire looking very good in practice today, by the way, for Mark Ingram.
I'm fine dropping Williams for him, for Ingram. Yeah. Ingram would be a top 25 back for me if Kamara was out.
Yeah, I'm holding Madison.
But Darrell Williams is a starter this week. Well, I don't know.
Maybe.
If Clyde's back, yeah. Like, if Ingram and Darrell are both starting.
I'd rather have Ingram.
Yeah, of course, we'd rather have Ingram. But it's tough. It's tough to drop a guy who's number 1 right now on the depth chart.
Yeah. But I also think my cat decided to use my leg as a scratching post.
No.
She just sees that I'm wearing jeans and she's like, oh, good. This is great. She's mad at me because I took her to the vet on Tuesday night. But yeah, I just think about it this way. Darrell Williams probably only has this 1 week at most left. And so the downside is you would be dropping a potential starter for this week, but you'd be adding a potential starter who I think has more upside. So that's the way I'd look at it.
All right. Hawkinson at tight end. I need flex help. Do I go with Ayuk or Gesicki? I'd go Gesicki, I think.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer to go Gesicki.
I have Gesicki. ranked higher.
All right. Consensus. Half PPR, start 2. Waddle, Emmanuel Sanders, Ayuk, or Judy?
Waddle, and I think it would be Manny Sanders. Emmanuel. His name's not Manny.
I'm gonna go Waddle Judy.
Waddle. Okay. Well, Waddle for sure. Let's go flex Devonte Freeman, Darrell Williams, Rashad Bateman, or Alex Collins.
So one running back and one
Running back and
flex.
Yeah.
So Darrell Williams and Alex Collins, you don't know if they're going to start this week.
Right. You got to go Freeman.
Yeah, Freeman for sure. I think I'd go Bateman. I'm a little worried what Sammy Watkins coming back likely this week means for the receiving hierarchy there and whether Bateman's still going to be the number 3. But, I mean, let's just remember what happened last time Lamar Jackson faced the Dolphins. 5 touchdowns on 20 pass attempts. Dolphins have really struggled with mobile quarterbacks. So I think I would go Bateman.
Yeah, I think I would go ahead and start Bateman as well with Freeman.
You could have 2 total duds in Darrell Williams and Alex Collins.
Yeah.
So it's not the worst idea. Julio or Judy, and Russell Wilson or Jalen Hurts. PPR, Julio or Judy?
I have Judy.
Yeah, I think I'm going Judy. And I'll go ahead and go Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
I have Hurts ranked higher.
How do you have any faith in Jalen Hurts right now?
I mean, the offensive situations aren't that different. They're 2 teams who really, really want to run the ball. Russell Wilson wasn't exactly throwing the ball a ton before the injury either. He's got great weapons, obviously, but Jalen Hurts is a much better runner. And Russell Wilson he's averaging 13 rushing yards per game this season.
I didn't really think of them as having similar offensive situation.
The Seahawks, I believe, have run the fewest plays per game in the NFL, right?
Is that influenced by Geno, though?
No, it was. I'm pretty sure it was the case before Geno as well. Let me just double check that. Yeah, they're averaging 55.3 offensive plays per game this season, which is 15 fewer than the Baltimore Ravens with the most. And let's see where Philadelphia is. 5 fewer than Philadelphia, who's 5th fewest.
And the Packers, the Seahawks are playing the Packers, so you can't expect a lot of plays in that game. The Packers are the slowest team in football. So in terms of snap to snap, time in between snaps. But I don't know. I don't like the way I don't like this idea of throwing 15 times a game, which I know they won't. But I don't know. Come on, he's Russell Wilson. He's Russell Wilson, for goodness sake.
He is Russell Wilson.
Essentially. No more pin, time to win.
Yes. He did have low pass attempts, but he had a lot of touchdowns to kind of make up for it. So I don't
always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, red flag that he used the Succession theme song for his hype video.
Never seen it. Don't spoil. No spoilers.
Well, I mean, it's about a bunch of angry rich people who hate each other and all have daddy issues. It's great. Funniest show on television, actually.
It's funny?
It's hilarious.
Oh,
it's so funny. Good. It's not a comedy, but it's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm on Squid Game.
Okay.
That's why you watching that? Squid Game?
I finished it. Fantastic.
Oh, it's good?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I watched the first episode, and once things started going down, I was like, no, this is gruesome. But everything else is really good. Everything except for the violence, I thought was. And I don't mind TV violence, but it was so extreme. So I'm going to keep it going a little bit. We'll see what happens. Hey, let's keep liking the video here. 86 likes. What are you kidding me? 86.
Smash the like button, folks.
Yeah, let's go. We got enough people in there. Let's get to 100. We'll start with 100. We'll get to 150. We'll keep going. Flex, Devonte Freeman or Jerry Jeudy?
I don't mind going Devonte Freeman.
I don't like Devonte Freeman. I don't want to start him, but I think I would start him over Jeudy.
All right, full PPR. Moore, Woods, Jeudy, Melvin Gordon, pick 2.
Woods, and I think it would still be Moore for me over Gordon.
I'll stick with that. Yeah.
Look, PJ Walker can't do worse than Sam
A little.
Darnold, right?
Mm.
Oh, PJ Walker, yeah. I haven't actually gotten to that game yet, but I do feel like the Cardinals are pretty good against wide receivers, aren't they? They have a pretty good secondary. Let's
They
take a
do. Yeah.
Not that that should necessarily factor in because you don't have great options here. Fant or Goddard, and then sit one. Sit Drake, Pollard, or Dearness Johnson.
Goddard for me. And then I would sit. Oh, Pollard. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Seth Pollard.
Pollard or Drake is close.
Well, I'm sitting Dearness Johnson if Chubb. Actually, I don't know about that.
Right. So there were the quotes today from the offensive coordinator saying like, "Oh, well, we still think there's a chance Chubb can play." And like, yes, there is a chance Chubb can play, but that is not something that Nick Chubb or the offensive coordinator has any say over. It's not he can't like tough out a COVID test. It's either he's either positive or negative.
Yeah.
Right. He still has a chance to play. I was saying if Chubb plays, my thought was I'd sit Dearness Johnson.
Yes.
But I actually don't think I would. Because I think he has a better chance to score. All right, it's a tough one. So what's your answer, guys? Drake, Pollard, or Dearness Johnson? Who would you sit?
I would sit
Pollard.
Okay. Yeah, Cardinals decent against wide receivers. Not impenetrable. Fine matchup. Full PPR flex, Darrell Williams, Rashad Bateman, or Julio Jones?
Did we go by
Again,
junior
depending on
for Julio?
Oh, Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones. Oh, good catch. Good catch.
He might be a junior.
I'll Wikipedia him.
So just change things.
Okay, so you're starting one.
He is a junior.
Yeah. I thought so. And his name's not Julio, right?
Quintorez,
Yeah,
Lopez, Julio Jones. Yes, junior. Okay, who are we starting? All right, I'm starting Darrell Williams if Clyde was play.
And if not, Bateman.
If not, I'll take my chance with Jones because
I think
I'm not starting Bateman tonight.
Yep.
All right, there we go. Steelers DST. We love DST questions. Steelers DST is available against the Lions. Should I drop the Pats and against the Browns and play the? Who'd you go with here? Steelers or Pats?
Yeah, the Pats don't really have like a super favorable matchup. Like they've got the Falcons next week, the Titans the week after that. So it's not like I'm like really worried about dropping them and losing those opportunities. So yes, take the Steelers.
Yep. I do really like the Pats defense. I really do.
Oh, so you go Pats?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
They've been coming through lately.
They have.
The chart last week, whatever they're playing the Darnolds, but a few weeks ago against the Chargers, surprisingly good. All right, we got Tyler Johnson question here. Assuming no Godwin, no Antonio Brown, no Gronk, what is your confidence in Tyler Johnson?
I think Scotty Miller is still in question too, right?
Yes.
And
Tyler Johnson, by the way, pretty good game last week, 2 weeks ago, last game. 5 catches, 65 yards on 6 targets at New Orleans. And there have been 8 games for the Washington football team. In 5 of them, you've had 2 wide receivers score 14 or more PPR fantasy points. In 6 of them, you've had 2 wide receivers get to like 13 and a half or more PPR fantasy points. So they are awful against wide receivers, 3rd most fantasy points. I'm not sitting here saying I'm super confident in Tyler Johnson, but I tried to pick him up in the Scott Fish Bowl, and he wasn't there, and I was upset because that's the kind of format where I'd love to start him.
I'm only seeing 1 goal and 1 assist in 8 games for him. Oh, sorry, that's the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, he's off to a slow start for sure. But
hasn't appeared in a game for the Brooklyn Nets this season either. So that's concerning.
Washington is a terrible goal.
I'm good with football, Tyler Johnson, for this week in particular.
I think he's kind of an interesting player. He has a bit of like a Chris Godwin profile and like not a high draft pick, but he's like pretty fast and solidly built. I kind of like him. Yeah. I no confidence, obviously.
What about your range of slot receivers, your Landrys, your Crowders, your Beasleys, or your Tyler Johnson?
I would rather have the more established fellas among that group.
Okay.
Maybe other than Crowder.
That's fair.
Bill Curry needs a wide receiver and a flex. Bateman, Waddle. What's up with Bateman and Waddle, everybody? Bateman, Waddle, Javonte Williams, Devonte Smith, and Brandon Ayuk.
I don't know why there are so many Waddle questions. I feel like he's not someone I'm really even like thinking about sitting this week or anything at this point. He's pretty solidly like a top 24 wide receiver for
He's just going to get peppered with targets.
Yeah.
Bill's got a ton of rookies. Good for you.
Sure does.
One wide receiver and one flex. Okay.
So who's your
I would go
receiver? Who's your flex?
I have Devonte Smith ranked the highest of this group.
I would go with Waddle at receiver and Devonta Smith at flex.
I think we had this one a little bit earlier, but now we have a format. Waddle or Gaskin in half PPR.
Waddle.
Would still be Waddle for me.
All right. Jamal Williams did not practice today, so probably not going to have him today. Thoughts on Russell Wilson? Seems like Tara and I are pretty pumped about Russell Wilson.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to say I don't want to be anti-Russell Wilson. I have him 10 at quarterback. I think that's a fair place for him to be. It doesn't mean I dislike him. There's just a lot of good quarterbacks out there. And actually, he might be 9. I think I moved Kyler Murray below him. So, Russell Wilson, QB 9.
That makes sense.
Not a hater.
I have Darrell Henderson, Kamara, and Connor. Which two do I start this week? Or should I flex the third running back? Well, that would be a very good idea.
If Kamara plays, yeah, you probably want Connor or Henderson in your flex. If not, I'm fine. Henderson and Connor are both. I think Connor is 12th for me, 14th for me at running back. So I'm very happy with that trio.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go on a rant about how much I hate the Bobby Trees nickname. I won't do it. I just not relevant. It's a terrible nickname, but you don't have to hear. I won't say that. It doesn't
nicknames don't have to be shorter.
It's not shorter. His name
doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be, but it should. I think it should. I think it does have to be. Quite frankly, Bobby Trees or Pittman. Give me 5 famous nicknames that aren't shorter, Chris. Right now, off the top of your head.
The Great Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, the Colossus of Clout.
The Colossus of Clout. Bobby Trees or Michael Pittman. Quick PBR.
It's Pittman for me.
Yep, one spot higher.
Big Ben, Matt Ryan, Teddy Bridgewater.
Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs, DJ Moore, Robert Woods, Brandon Ayuk, full PPR.
That would be Bobby Trees for me.
Chris. Oh,
Chris. Yeah, Adam, you're missing the woods for the trees here.
Oh gosh. I think Jacobs for me.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Jacobs. I'm feeling good about the path for him, the schedule as well.
Woods is so solid. It's Jacobs or Woods. Flip a coin, Doc. By the way, hit the like button, Doc. We're at 121. Not answering another stinking question until we get to 150. Let's go. Hit the like button. I see how many of you are in the room, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Smash the like button.
Smash it.
Wherever it is on this side.
That's the thumbs up button. 3 people hit the thumbs down button.
Wow.
I will find you. I will find all of them.
It was you disliking Robert Woods' nickname.
Yeah.
That's what led to it.
134, 145. We're almost at 150. I'm getting ready to click a new question. 148.
We're probably already there.
You think it's just a lag?
There's probably an input lag.
All right. I have Gaskin, Chubb, and Jordan Howard. I need to start 2. Also, I have CEH, and the best free agent is Le'Veon Bell. What should this kind gentleman or lady do?
I think you're kind of hindered by waiting for the injury fallout. Not injury, I guess Chubb's not an injury, but the start fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if they play Chubb and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
Easy.
Right, but you have Gaskin tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think how do you not start Gaskin?
I think you got to go with Gaskin.
Yeah.
And then we'd rank them if they were all playing Chubb, Edwards-Helaire, Jordan Howard, I assume.
No, it would be between the other 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I start Brandon Ayuk, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, or Bateman?
Ayuk unless CH plays.
Right.
Yeah.
YouTube, get the likes up. That's what I'm talking about. 174. Let's go. Let's get to 200. Singletary.
300.
Yeah, well, you gotta crawl before you walk, Chris. Singletary, Gaskin, Melvin Gordon. Give me 2.
I don't really think 300 is walking. That's stumbling, maybe.
Okay,
but maybe your standards are low. We're built different, Adam.
Crawl before you stumble.
I think I like Singletary the most out of this 3.
Yes, but you get to start 2.
Huh.
Singletary, Melvin Gordon.
Singletary and Gaskin for me.
All right. McLaurin, Mitchell, or Javonte Williams? Half PPR.
Terry.
It's always McLaurin for me.
Oh, yeah. I think he's wide receiver 4 for me this week.
He's had 3 great games, 3 great games, and 5 duds.
That's
the
fine.
Potential. It keeps me coming back.
How are you gonna sit a guy who has a 28% target share and is playing the Buccaneers this week? There's no way.
I'll tell you what, because look, the target share thing is great, but it's what you said about DJ Moore last week.
It's also what I said about Brandon Cooks 2 weeks ago, Adam.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Yeah.
Well, the Bucs have been a lot better lately, actually. Their defense is playing better. They're going to get a little healthier. I'm pretty sure Sean Murphy-Bunting's going to play this week. Jamel Dean is playing great. My answer would also be Terry McLaurin. I think Mitchell's certainly in the discussion, not Javonte Williams. But I just couldn't make him wide receiver 4. It's just been too up and down. Heineke's not cutting it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They've been playing better. But, the last 4 games are Dolphins, Eagles, Bears, Saints.
I know. And before that, it was the Patriots.
Yeah, the Patriots, they gave up 17 points, but, yeah.
I think
295 pass yards for the Patriots in that one.
I think that they have a very good pass rush, and I worry about basically rookie, an inexperienced quarterback going up against the Bucs. But, again, my answer is McLaurin. I don't think I'm going to DFS him, but okay, who to start? Well, we did that one. Mike Davis I think this is an easy one. Let's see if you guys agree. Mike Davis or JD McKissick?
Yeah, McKissick.
McKissick for me, yeah.
Yeah, easy. McLaurin, Bateman, Landry, Kirk, Gesicki. 1 wide receiver and a flex.
Landry and Gesicki for me.
I'm okay with Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk and Gesicki.
All right, we are probably getting Kyler back. AJ Green is back.
Yeah.
AJ Green or Kirk? Who do you guys like better?
Green, probably. I don't know. Has he had symptoms? That would be the concern for me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What if he just had a cold?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we know that, one of the symptoms that lingers for COVID can be, shortness of breath or, general conditioning issues. So that would be the concern for me.
I think I'm still okay with Christian Kirk. He's been more consistent with his targets lately, regardless. So I'm okay with it.
All right. Jerry Jeudy, James Conner, Myles Gaskin, Josh Jacobs. Pick 2. Jeudy, Conner, Gaskin, Jacobs. Conner for sure.
Conner for sure.
Conner Jacobs.
Yeah.
So it's Jacobs versus who?
It is Jacobs versus Jeudy and Gaskin.
I'm okay with Jacobs.
Do I start Brandon Ayuk, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, or Rashad Bateman?
I believe we did this one already, and it was Ayuk unless CH plays.
I don't know that we've answered Bateman much at all today, but we sure have gotten a lot. Conner or Gaskin? That's going to be Conner. Javonte Williams or Michael Carter, 0.75 PPR. I actually think this is very, very close. I don't think Chris will feel that way. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, it's Carter easily for me.
That's what I thought you'd say.
Carter.
I mean, Javonte needs to score a touchdown.
Carter's playing the Bills. So they are just running back destroyers, It's a horrible matchup. He's had 1 great game. I think you're probably encouraged that Mike White is starting, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the exact reason.
Yeah, my thing with that is Mike White threw 11 passes last week. Only one of them went to a running back. And I'm just wondering if after 2 games of watching him throw to his running backs 40% of the time, if 50% of the time, if defenses are finally going to say, okay, this is what Mike White does. Let's make him push the ball down the field a little bit more. Plus, Corey Davis is back. But, all right, I would go Carter as well. I'd be interested to see. I think most people would go Carter. Makes sense. But I'm nervous about Carter. I'm nervous about anyone facing the Bills, ever.
And I'm nervous about anyone on the Jets. I don't want to, I don't want to make it seem like it's just the matchup. The Jets aren't good.
Yeah.
I do not like this whole like Mike White thing is fun as long as people aren't like really thinking that he might be good.
No, but what, they've thrown for 400 yards 2 straight games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen again. Pat Fryermuth or Mark Andrews, standard scoring.
Mark Andrews.
Oh, Mark Andrews. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, let's see Chris's loyalty here to Terry McLaurin. Does he have Hollywood Brown top 3 this week, folks?
No.
McLaurin or Brown?
Yeah, McLaurin. Of course.
I'll go Brown.
Oh, that's tough. I love McLaurin, but yeah, I'd probably go Brown.
Homecoming for Hollywood. Singletary or Devonte Freeman? Now,
he's not from Miami Gardens, Adam.
He's really close.
He's from like South Broward. Where do you go to school?
I don't know, but they call him Hollywood for a reason. So I'm pretty sure he's from Hollywood, which is really close to.
That's in California. Hollywood's still like 5 minutes, 6 miles from the stadium. Don't overstate it. Pembroke Pines is close to the stadium, not Hollywood.
Do you feel confident enough in Zach Moss not playing to start Singletary over Devonte Freeman? I just got very lightheaded. I'm laughing at Chris's jokes.
Yes.
You all right? You need some water?
I think Tara got me sick.
I'm sorry, I passed it right through the computer screen.
Yes.
I would much rather start Devin Singletary than Devonte Freeman. Yes.
Yeah, but if Zach Moss plays, I don't know that I would. I don't
think it's that much different, though.
I think it's very different.
But Devonte Freeman has 1 game with more than 9 carries.
It was one of the games that Latavius Murray.
The most recent one.
Yeah, it was without Latavius Murray.
Right, but it's not. It hasn't been every game without Latavius Murray.
Latavius has only missed 1 game, right? He left with an injury.
Missed 2.
He's missed 2.
2.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay, so
they had a bye.
Yeah. All right. So Freeman had what against Cincinnati?
Like 9 carries. He might have scored a touchdown. Yeah, he had.
No, he had 4 carries.
4 carries for 14 yards and a touchdown, and 3 catches for 25.
I don't remember the circumstances of that. Oh, they got blown out in that game. They got destroyed in that game.
You got to save Devonte Freeman in a blowout.
Well, you do. You can't. You don't run the ball in a blowout. They're going to have a much better game script at Miami. If I knew Zach Moss were playing, I would start Freeman. But I'm willing to take the chance because Singletary could be really good if Moss doesn't play. If Moss practices today, if he starts making progress, then you can adjust. Yeah. I have DJ Moore on my bench, and I'm deep at running back. Who are some good trade targets? Well, Chris would say to trade for DJ Moore, so don't give him away. Selling at his
I mean, you're deep at both running back and wide receiver.
Yeah.
If you have DJ Moore on your bench. So I would say that the thing you do here is you start consolidating. You start turning multiple players into one better player.
Yeah. People are really, if you're in a full PPR league, I think people are just down on DeAndre Swift, and he's a top 10 running back. So, you could go for him, go for a tight end, try to get yourself a nice little elite tight end. Let's see. We'll scroll down a little bit here. Another Bateman question. Ooh, this time I'm actually going to go with Bateman. Bateman or Pollard or Stevenson?
Yeah, I would go ahead with Bateman.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any real risk that Ezekiel Elliott's going to sit out. So it's more a question of, does Tony Pollard's normal role? And I think it's a fair question, but I would take Bateman.
Do I start Russell Wilson or Wentz this week?
I do have Russell Wilson higher.
Yeah, I like Wentz, but I would still go Russell Wilson.
Singletary or Drake? Singletary.
Singletary,
yeah.
Okay. By the way, we're at 205 likes.
Oh, come on, guys.
What's our next goal, Chris?
300.
300. Okay.
It's time to stumble.
Let's stumble. Let's get up to 300 likes, everyone. Which Broncos receiver do you want? Very violent.
Man.
Sutton or Judy?
Is that like John Wick in Fortnite? I think that's what that is. I believe Judy higher now.
Yeah, I think you got to go with Judy.
Chris, what was your favorite GoldenEye Nintendo 64 weapon and setting?
Oh man, it's been such a long time since I've played that game that I honestly cannot remember that well. I remember the golden gun being fun to play with.
I like the golden gun. For me, it was rockets in the complex. I had that memorized where everything was. You had the body armor, the rocket launcher, you had these two kind of spots overlooking where people would come up and you would just, oh man, I owned rockets in the complex.
I'll actually just drop a hot take here.
Yeah.
Perfect Dark was better than GoldenEye.
I've heard Mike Wright of the Footballers say that on our show. That's the only time I've ever heard of Perfect Dark.
I believe I drafted Perfect Dark in the classic video game draft that Jake Seeley put together last offseason.
Very good. Tara,
it's really good.
You're a gamer?
I'm not. Last game that I played was like Super Smash Brothers or like Mario Party. It's been a while.
I think getting your friends together for a round of Mario Kart, if I could do one thing in the world, it would probably be sit around with my friends and play Mario Kart. I would love it.
Yes.
That's definitely something I've done a few times. We've had we'll rent a house and just some friends in DC and one guy in Miami. We've had we rent a house and just meet up somewhere for a weekend. Yeah. And we've played Mario Kart during pretty much all of those.
Ooh, we got a poll up now. Which N64 game is better, GoldenEye or Perfect Dark?
GoldenEye is going to run away with it because it's everybody's favorite game. But Perfect Dark it was made by the same people. I believe it was also made by Rare, and it took the GoldenEye formula and expanded it. Perfect Dark, you couldn't even play on a regular Nintendo 64. You had to have the little memory expansion pack. That's
what's that?
Well, you bought it.
Well, yeah,
everybody bought it.
Pay more for that? Come on now.
You couldn't play. I think one of the Star Fox games without it. It was a very important part of owning a Nintendo 64.
All right, Mike Williams or Adam Thielen, standard scoring? Nice.
I don't know what to do with Mike Williams.
I
have Thielen one spot higher.
While you think about that, quick question on that Sutton versus Judy. They're playing Philadelphia. Who do you think gets Darius Slay?
Oh, definitely Sutton. If anyone. I don't know that Slay will travel this time, but Judy's mostly been out of the slot, so I don't see Slay going there.
Yeah, I think that affects who.
That's a good point.
Preference there.
I'm going to go with.
I have Thielen one spot higher.
Yeah, that is really tough. Marquise Brown tonight or hold out for Godwin on Sunday? Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Yeah, I would have Godwin higher, but not much higher.
Lamb or Pittman?
Lamb.
Lamb.
AJ Dillon or Kenyon Drake, full PPR?
Drake.
AJ Dillon.
Packers. Yeah. RB2, Devonte Freeman or JD McKissick, full PPR?
McKissick for me.
That's where my gut goes. And so I'm hoping I'm just going to update the rankings and move JD McKissick above him.
Okay. Favorite Mario Kart player?
I'm all about Link in the new ones.
No, come on. Let's go N64. That's the best one. We're on N64 today.
Yoshi.
Which I think I was Toad.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm tiny. All right, Devonte.
Oh, no, your princess is in another castle.
Devonte Freeman, Chris Godwin, or Jerry Jeudy, half PPR? I don't have a great feeling about Chris Godwin playing.
I don't either. I would go with Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
Which
And
running
plus, just don't start Devonte Freeman because then you can just wait for Godwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which running back can I get out of Deebo Samuel?
A top 12 one, hopefully. I think you should be aiming for someone like Darrell Henderson or, gosh, I'm sure there are other names that I could think of. James Robinson, Leonard Fournette. Yeah.
Would you do
DeAndre Swift, I would love to do.
Would you do it for James Conner?
I think that would be really interesting to consider. And I don't know how I would decide on it. I think I am a little worried about Deebo.
If I were the person that had Connor, I would not do that trade.
Yeah, that's really hard.
It might hurt you in the fantasy playoffs when Edmonds is back, but for the next 4 or 5 weeks or something, could be really good. I mean, the other thing is, like, I don't want to overreact too much to James Conner. I don't know that he's going to catch all those passes every week. That's the thing, and I don't think he's that good of a running back anymore. He's been horribly inefficient. So I understand that. I understand being excited. I am excited, but I guess I'm just kind of thinking out loud. Are we running the risk of overrating him based on last week where they did not have DeAndre Hopkins and they did not have AJ Green? And yes, he caught a lot of passes. Maybe Benjamin is more suited for that role. Connor's been really good to begin with, and maybe he's just as good as he has been, a little bit better, but perhaps not a surefire number 1 running back like we're kind of assuming he will be.
Yeah, I have him at 15 or 14, maybe. 15. The one thing, with Benjamin, the one thing to keep in mind is in college, he had a 15.6% target share, which for a running back in college, that's in the 94th percentile.
Yeah, that's really good.
So that, like, if they do decide to use Benjamin as a pass catcher and James Conner just goes back to like an expanded version of the role he was in before, he might be more, Damian Harris than Najee Harris.
What we saw last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like Najee Harris last week, at least.
Yeah. So let's, all right, 241 likes. Chris is not happy. Chris is going to leave the stream. If we don't get 300.
Now you're just giving them reasons to not click.
If we don't get to 300 likes in the next 15 minutes, Chris is leaving. So
if we get to 300 likes, I'll bring my cat out.
Oh, we'd love to see that. You know what? If we get to 300 likes in the next 2 minutes, Chris is going to play a little song on the guitar for us. Okay.
Sure.
All right, let's rapid fire with some questions here and hit that damn like button. Boston Scott, Jalen Waddle. Oh, no, that says start, not Scott. Start Waddle or Renfro?
Waddle.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear Chris. Which wide receiver should I be able to get for Swift?
Well, yeah, I think it goes back to, I liked what you were saying about Swift and Deebo. I think that one is a pretty good trade.
You should get a really good wide receiver for Swift. If you're in a non-PPR league, you shouldn't. If you're in a full PPR league, you should. And a half PPR league, I don't know, probably top 18-ish wide receiver, something like that.
Yeah. Chris, I think you're on mute.
Oh, Chris, you're on mute, boy.
Well, that would make sense why I kept having to repeat myself and everybody was ignoring me.
I got so scared about playing guitar. 256 likes. Let's go.
I would be aiming for Stephon Diggs.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah. Oh, I just got rid of that question. It was a good one. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Julio, Sutton, or Devonte Smith, PPR?
Devonte Smith.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bateman, Emmanuel Sanders, Gallup, DJ Moore, Julio Jones. Pick 3.
DJ Sanders are the easy calls. And I think I would go with Julio.
Yeah. Sanders, DJ, Julio.
12-team full PPR, Sanders, DJ, Gallup, and Hilton. I need 2.
Sit Hilton.
Sanders and DJ.
Gallup. Yep.
Devonte Smith or Mark Ingram if Kamara's out? Definitely.
Ingram if Kamara's out, yeah.
Yeah.
Please rank them rest of season. Freiermuth, Dalton Schultz, Dawson Knox.
Schultz, Muth, Knox.
Ooh. I'll agree with that. I'm a little
Now I'm
biased.
sneezing, Tara.
Sorry,
Now
Rick.
I'm sneezing. Not happy here. Pick 2 in full PPR. We got Gaskin, Henderson, Mike Williams, Brandon Ayuk.
Henderson, Ayuk.
Henderson and Williams.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I might actually take the risk and do Williams.
Better or worse for DJ Moore? Cam Newton, is he better or worse for DJ Moore?
Better.
Oh, much better.
Yeah, he's better. Great. I feel like I'm coming down with something. Not happy.
Oh no.
It's psychosomatic, Adam.
Should I start Devonte Freeman tonight or roll the dice on James Robinson? I also have Ramondre Stevenson, Corey Davis, and Marvin Jones.
I would take the risk on Robinson. If he doesn't play, I would start Jones.
Yeah, I think you can wait.
Bateman and Bell tonight to start. Man, I mean, Rashad Bateman is sponsoring our show.
I would prefer not to start Bell in any situation.
Yeah.
I would have to have a pretty bad team to start both of those guys. And even and that means even in a 14-team league, your team would have to be pretty bad. They could be good.
The Mangler.
But yeah.
Ertz or Fryer, Fryer.
Yep, Frymouth.
Yeah.
If we don't get to 300 likes, Adam's gonna be sick.
Oh, no.
I'm very surprised. I mean, I see we have 544 people in here. 44 people in here.
What's going on, guys? Come on.
Yeah. Oh wait, we just got a great comment. I got to scroll down to find. Here it is. I love you. Who's Tara?
Thank you. Thank you. I accept all spellings of my name. I'm okay.
That's why people like you. That's why people love you.
That is a different name altogether. That would be like someone saying, I love you, Alan, and me being like, oh, thank you.
I mean, how do you pronounce Tara Reid? It's the same pronunciation.
How does she spell it?
Tara. I believe it's Tara.
She's Tara Reid.
Tara.
She's not
Tara Reid.
Gesicki or Pitts? You were watching Van Wilder the other day, like me, weren't you? Gesicki or Pitts?
Pitts. Yes, Pitts.
Pitts.
Ryan Reynolds has not aged a day. What's your secret? Devonte Freeman or Antonio Gibson? I swear to you, I think I'm going Freeman here. I think Gibson is like the worst start.
Gibson.
There's nothing going on right now.
Washington against Tampa, right? So yeah, I'm going Freeman. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm so nervous about Gibson this week. I have him on my one team. I mean, I don't think anybody cares, but I'm going to sit him. Probably for Javonte Williams.
Also, Ryan Reynolds' secret to aging well, millions and millions of dollars.
Sure.
Oh, I need to get some of that then.
Yeah.
All right. I think that I don't want to answer any more Rashad Bateman questions. I think I'm over it. There's 40% of our damn stream. So, all right, fine. I guess I can't go against the people. Start 3 of these: Gaskin, Freeman, Michael Carter, AJ Dillon, Rashad Bateman.
Gaskin, Freeman, and Carter.
Freeman, Carter, Dillon.
Okay.
I appreciate that Tara is much more willing than I am to just be rid of Gaskin because I want to be. I want so badly to not have to consider him a starter. I just traded him in one of my leagues. I'm thrilled about it. Although part of the reason why I traded him is because my team's terrible. And part of the reason my team's terrible is because of Myles Gaskin. But yeah, no, I appreciate your willingness to just get out of here, Myles Gaskin. That's how I feel.
I was so anti Myles Gaskin before the season started that it's super easy for me now because it's I have no investment in it, not at all.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, same here. All right, so here's the question from Bryant. Start a running back in a flex. Singletary, Javonte Williams. Claypool's out week to week. So Singletary, Javonte Williams, AJ Dillon, and Waddle. Running back in a flex.
I'm okay with Singletary if Moss. I don't think Moss will play. I'm okay with Singletary and then Waddle.
Singletary and Waddle.
Bateman.
Singletary is like a top 22 running back for me this week, I think.
Yeah.
That's it. You're the low guy on him, you know.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Then I hate Devin Singletary.
Yeah. Bateman, Gaskin, or Devonte Freeman?
It'd be Gaskin for me.
I believe a running back has scored a touchdown on the Jets every game but one. So that'll be Singletary hopefully this week.
You know what? I will go with Bateman on this one.
Whoa!
Yeah. I will give a Bateman answer.
Good for you.
Yes.
He needed
Right
that.
now, we're gonna get 100 more Bateman questions.
Bateman,
Gave them what they wanted.
Bateman,
Yes.
Superman, or Batman?
I think Superman probably wins in a fight.
Superman.
You know,
I don't know if that's what you're. Is it who wins or is it
who's better?
who's your favorite? Because Batman is obviously everyone's favorite.
Yeah, Superman's boring.
Boring? I mean, it's kind of flies.
Exactly.
I just-
Right, but like that's boring. Like there's nothing fun about the perfect guy.
I just can't get past Batman being just like a regular person.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Like in terms of superheroes, it makes me, I have to go with Superman. Like he's a superhero. Batman is smart and rich.
He's boring. Superman's boring. He's just an alien.
Yeah. What a horrible way to describe Superman, an alien. 294 likes. Let's go. Yeah, you're getting a little flack for that. Superman is boring. Come on, Chris. I agree. Ayuk, Sanders, or Bateman?
Sanders.
Chris, can you read that question?
Tara.
Would you sell high on Connor? I have Zeke and Jonathan Taylor Thomas, or just hold rest of season.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas? Was that a Freeman slip?
Remember her JTT?
No,
Yes.
I remember JTT.
I like that nickname for him.
Sorry, what was the question?
Would you sell high on Connor if you have Zeke or Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think this is a great time to try to sell James Conner.
300 likes. What are you going to play for us, Chris?
I can play whatever you want, Adam.
Batman theme song.
Kirk Cousins or...
Oh, I actually can play that. I think that's just like the same 3 notes over and over.
the
4.
Kirk Cousins or Rebel Wilson?
Rebel Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
I will go with Wilson.
All right. Very funny answer there. Chris Carson, if healthy, or Jacoby Myers or Devin Singletary? I need 2.
Oh, 2. Well, if Carson is healthy, then it would be Carson and Singletary.
I can do that.
All right, come on. Let's get some requests. What do you guys want to hear? Let's get some requests from the crowd.
Oh, wait.
I did not see that that Zach Moss got into a non-contact practice. That's actually probably a good sign for Zach Moss. Nice.
Yeah, there you go. That's the Batman song.
Yeah, that was good.
There you go.
All right, Chris Towers, ladies and gentlemen.
3 notes.
If Beckham joins Green Bay, Devonte Adams is wide receiver blank.
1, 2.
Yeah, I don't think it makes much of a difference for Devonte.
Wait, we had a funny theme from Jaws. You got that? Nice. Gaskin or Dearness Johnson?
Well, I mean, if Chubb doesn't play, Ernest Johnson for sure.
Dearness, yeah. I think it's pretty unlikely Chubb
You know,
plays.
You got to. I'm gonna gamble on Dearness Johnson. I don't really like Gaskin that much. You're leaving so much upside on the bench if you play Gaskin tonight.
Yeah.
So.
And the way this has worked with players testing positive,
Yeah,
is most of them don't play. There have been a handful. Zach Ertz was one who was on the COVID IR earlier in the season and then played that week. But for the most part, I would say 80 to 90% have not played.
Yeah. Smoke on the water. How do you know all these?
Nope, I don't know that one.
There you go. Yeah, Chris. There you go.
I don't think that's the right key.
Waddle or Dearness Johnson. So this is a little bit different than Gaskin and Dearness Johnson. Would you just stick with
I
Waddle?
think I would still go with the Ernest.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Same.
Let's see. Grade. Oh, where are you? Grade the trade. Eli Mitchell, Corey Davis, and Jacoby Myers for Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
for sure.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Hey.
You're giving up one player.
Matty Ice or Teddy Bridgewater. And he has already 2 Falcons in his lineup.
This question's
Yeah.
rude. We can't see Tara because of the question. Covering up Tara. The question's not that important.
Matty Ice.
Matty Ryan. Yes.
Would you trade Josh Allen, Deontay Johnson, and Hunter Renfrow and Kenyon Drake for Wentz, Jefferson, Evans, and Michael Carter? Whoa.
That's really hard. I think I would.
If it's one QB, yeah.
Especially like,
Yeah.
what if Antonio Brown and Chris Godwin have to miss multiple weeks? Like Mike Evans is probably a top 6 wide receiver.
Well, my thought was, is it really a good thing if they're both out?
Yeah.
I would like Godwin to be there for Evans.
No, I think it's good.
I don't think it'll make much difference.
Yeah, I think
because as I recall, let me check his schedule. I think he's got some tough number 1 corners on the schedule. He's had them all year.
But he would still face those guys. Like it's not like Godwin's mostly not going to like take on a lot of that stuff. That's why Godwin tends to play better when Brown's out.
Yeah, no, he would still get them, but I don't know. It just seems like then it just seems easier to cover Mike Evans. We had some games with him last year with no Brown and no Godwin, and I think those were his only good games before Brown showed up. It was weird. He was horrible with Godwin last year without Brown. Yeah, he's got Lattimore again. He's got the Bills, Giants with good corners. All right. Anyway, we're almost done here. Let's fire through with a few more little rapid fire to finish. Chris, you can work on Freebird and Schultz and Damian Williams. Would you give up Schultz and Damian Williams for Cooks and Waddle? Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
100%.
Now, Chris, not the chorus. We need the solo.
That's not tuned at all.
No, yeah, you got to tune that. We need the solo, buddy. Waddle, Ayuk, Javonte, Pollard, and Dylan. Give me a receiver and a flex.
Waddle and Javonte.
I have no idea who's playing right now.
That's the slide guitar part.
Oh, that part. No, we want. Come on now. Schultz or Goddard?
Goddard. Yeah.
Sutton, Ayuk, or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
Hold on 1 sec. I got to do something here. I had to mute Chris. Elijah Moore or AJ Dillon? Hey, welcome back.
Hey, that's what you asked for.
You did ask for that, yeah.
AJ Dillon.
Yeah. Matchup, AJ Dillon.
Devonte Freeman or Waddle Thursday night?
Waddle.
Yes.
I will go. Oh, it's full PPR. Yeah, Waddle. I was going to say non-PPR, I'd go Freeman, but it's full. And one more. Emmanuel Sanders, AJ Dillon, Jerry Jeudy, pick 2. Standard scoring.
Sanders and Jeudy.
Yep.
Can I get one more in here? Henry or Knox?
Knox.
Thank you, Chris. You're a great sport. Fant or Knox?
Knox for me.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for this musical adventure here on Thursday. Gotta tune that thing. Beautiful guitar.
Yeah, I can't remember it. I was gonna play something else to play us out, but I can't remember it.
All right. That's okay.
No. Yeah, I can't remember it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Good luck tonight. Get those lineups set. We will talk to you tomorrow on the podcast. You know the schedule, 11:30 a.m. Sunday. We'll see you with a live stream, and then 8:15 p.m. Sunday night to recap Week 10. Tara, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody.